Family betrayed me in court, causing me to lose my son's custody. Now they need my help after my ex betrayed them too. I secretly recorded them confessing everything. I'm Jake, 35M, and 5 years ago, I went through a devastating divorce with my ex-wife, Sarah. We had a young son, Ethan, whom we both adored. The divorce was bitter, and Sarah fought hard for full custody of Ethan. Despite my efforts to prove I was a capable and loving father, the court ruled in Sarah's favor, largely due to false accusations and manipulated testimonies from my own family. My parents and siblings testified against me, painting a picture of an unfit father. They twisted truths and exaggerated minor incidents to cast doubt on my parenting abilities. It was a heartbreaking betrayal that shattered my trust in them. Losing custody of Ethan was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. I was allowed visitation rights, but the pain of not being there for my son every day was excruciating. Fast forward to last month, when karma seemed to catch up with my ex-wife, Sarah. She remarried a man named Mark, who turned out to be involved in illegal activities. Mark was arrested for fraud and embezzlement, and Sarah found herself in legal trouble as well, accused of being an accomplice. Amidst this chaos, Sarah reached out to my family for support. She needed financial help for legal fees and bail money, and surprisingly, my parents and siblings rallied around her. They offered her financial assistance and even provided character testimonies to vouch for her innocence in court. I was shocked and angry. How could they support the woman who had manipulated them against me in court, causing me to lose custody of Ethan? It felt like a fresh betrayal, reopening old wounds. But amidst my anger, a plan began to form in my mind. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I secretly recorded conversations with my family members, hoping to gather evidence of their betrayal. Over the next few weeks, I carefully orchestrated meetings and conversations, subtly steering them towards admitting their role in sabotaging my custody battle. It wasn't easy. Emotions ran high, and there were moments when I doubted whether I could go through with it. But I pressed on, driven by a desire for justice and closure. Finally, I had enough evidence, a series of recordings where my family members confessed to their actions and expressed regret for their role in undermining my custody case. Armed with this damning evidence, I confronted my family. I played the recordings, watching their faces turn pale as they realized the depth of their betrayal. They were shocked, speechless, and ashamed. I demanded answers and an apology, but more importantly, I wanted them to understand the pain they had caused me and the consequences of their actions. The confrontation was emotional and raw. Tears were shed, harsh words exchanged, and for the first time in years, I felt a sense of vindication. My family apologized profusely, acknowledging the gravity of their actions and the pain they had caused me. They begged for forgiveness, promising to do whatever it took to make amends. But forgiveness wasn't easy to grant. The wounds were deep, and trust would take time to rebuild. Despite their apologies, I couldn't forget how they had turned their backs on me when I needed them most. In the end, I decided to help them, not out of obligation or forgiveness, but because it was the right thing to do. I provided them with the financial support they needed for Sarah's legal defense, ensuring they didn't suffer the same financial ruin that had befallen me during my custody battle. As for Ethan, I haven't given up hope of regaining custody. With Sarah facing legal troubles and my family humbled by their own betrayals, the dynamics have shifted. I'm exploring legal avenues to revisit my custody case, armed with the recordings that expose the truth. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for secretly recording my family and using it to confront them? Did I do the right thing by helping them despite their betrayal? I'm torn between seeking justice for myself and doing what's best for my son. Any advice or insights would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for reading my story and for your support.